Top 10 Destinations in Lithuania. Lithuania's capital and largest city, Vilnius, is steeped in history, with lots for visitors to see and do. Located in the southeast of the Baltic state, the city straddles the banks of the Neris River and has long attracted traders and travelers to its ancient streets. Consequently, there is a very multicultural feel to it, with German, Polish, Russian, and of course, Lithuanian influences all on show. Nowadays, however, it is a very pretty and peaceful place, with plenty of parks and green spaces dotted around. It is this lovely, laid-back feel that make the things to do in Vilnius a delight to explore. 10. Palace of the Grand Dukes of Lithuania. Once the cultural and political center of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, this fantastic palace actually only dates to 2018. Located within Vilnius Lower Castle, the reconstructed palace now features some marvelous Baroque, Gothic, and Renaissance-style ceremonial halls and serves as an excellent museum. While exploring its grounds, you'll get to see the ruins and remnants of the former palace and lots of interesting exhibitions on the history of Lithuania. With so many wonderful artifacts, artworks, and architecture on show, the Grand Duke's Palace has something that will interest everyone. 9. Gerdaminas Tower. Boasting one of the best views of the city, Gerdaminas Tower has watched over Vilnius and the Neris River ever since 1409. Set up on a prominent hilltop, the tower is one of the only remaining parts of the upper castle still on show and was rebuilt in its current form in 1933. The three-tiered red brick tower looks very distinctive. Inside, there are some fabulous models of what the castle used to look like. The main highlight, however, is the breathtaking view you can enjoy from its observation deck. To reach Gerdaminas Tower, visitors can take a delightful little funicular ride up the side of the hill to the important and historical site, which acts as a symbol of the city. 8. Urupus Statue. Surrounded on three sides by the Vilnia River which loops around it, Urupus is the artsiest and most bohemian neighborhood of the city. Meaning beyond the river in Lithuanian, the self-proclaimed republic certainly has its own distinctive look, feel, and identity. This is perfectly encapsulated in the magnificent statue that lies at its heart, the Angel of Urupus. 7. Gate of Dawn. Not only a significant historical and cultural landmark, the gate is also a popular pilgrimage site as it is home to a famous and revered chapel of the same name. Within the chapel is an exquisite painting and icon of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and many people come here to pay their respects or pray for miracles. Entering Vilnius for the first time through such a monumental gate really is an unforgettable way to start your trip. 6. Vilnius Cathedral. Glimmering in the light, the bright white Vilnius Cathedral and beautiful belfry before it are one of the main symbols and sights in the city. Very elegant to gaze upon, it is here in the cathedral that the Grand Dukes of Lithuania used to be coronated. Fitting of such an auspicious occasion, the interior is lavishly decorated, with lots of splendid artworks and frescoes on display. Its crypts and catacombs are also well worth exploring. These house the remains of many of the nation's most famous figures, and the tombs themselves make for a magnificent sight. 5. KGB Museum. Recently renamed the Museum of Occupations and Freedom Fights, the KGB Museum, as it is informally known, certainly looks at a tough, troublesome, and tragic part of the country's history. Located in a huge building that once acted as the KGB's headquarters in Vilnius, the museum houses lots of harrowing displays that document the country's 50-year occupation by the Soviet Union. Its vast collection includes artifacts, photos, and the prison cells themselves in which the Lithuanian resistance were tortured and executed. Although it is not for the faint-hearted, the KGB Museum is definitely worth visiting for the important light it sheds on Lithuania's troubled past. 4. Church of St. Peter and St. Paul. Although the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul does not appear all that special at first sight, visiting it really is a must-when in Vilnius. This is because its breathtaking Baroque interior boasts some spectacular stuccos, with around 2,000 intricately carved figures on show. It is this huge number that makes the church unique in Europe. 3. Hill of Three Crosses. Towering above Vilnius, the Hill of Three Crosses boasts brilliant 360-degree panoramas of the city and its surroundings. While its viewpoint is the main attraction, the hill and the three crosses set atop it are actually an important historic site and symbol of the country's rebirth. As such, the three crosses came to symbolize the nation's reawakening. Popular among both tourists and locals alike, many people come here in the evening to watch the sunset over the city. 2. St. Anne's Church. Lying on the banks of the Vilnia River, St. Anne's Church is undoubtedly one of the most impressive and beautiful buildings in the city. Dating to the year 1500, the church was built in a flamboyant Gothic style, and this is what makes it so appealing. Flanked by two towers, with a delightful spire lying between them, its elegant red brick facade really does make for a beautiful sight. While its Baroque interior is somewhat plain in comparison, its main altar is well worth checking out. 1. Old Town. One of the largest and most well-preserved historic centers in Northern Europe and the Baltics, Vilnius's Old Town is a treat to explore, with marvelous medieval buildings wherever you look. Encompassing some 74 different quarters, it is home to a wide array of different architectural styles. Interspersed among its many historical sites and cultural landmarks are atmospheric cafes and restaurants that also date back centuries. With numerous different sides to it, you can be walking through the castle complex one minute, Cathedral Square the next, before finding yourself in the Vilnius ghetto. With so much for you to see and do, Vilnius Old Town is the highlight of any trip to the city.